You know what's funny? When someone stops talking to you, and not because they are busy, but because they are trying to prove a point, that silence hit been there before, guys. It's not loud, but it's heavy. And if you've ever been on the receiving end of it, you know how crazy it feels. You start replaying every conversation, every word, every text, trying to figure out, what did you do wrong? What happened? But there's the thing. That silent treatment isn't about you being too much. It's often about the other person's inability to communicate like an adult. So today, let's talk about what to actually do when someone goes silent, how to handle it without losing your peace, and how to take that silence and turn it into strength. Now, let's talk about what silence does in the first place. Let's be honest, the silent treatment hurts, especially when it's coming from someone you actually care about. In a romantic relationship, it could look like your partner going days without a word or saying anything after an argument. You walk past like you are invincible, nobody to each other. And in a friendship, it could be your friend suddenly ignoring your messages after you did not agree with them about something, and they're pretending not to see you at a gathering. That one hits. I've been there before. My friend was ignoring me at the point, but let's leave that one. That kind of silence creates confusion. You start overthinking, you're apologizing, and you're trying to take things back to normal. But here's what I need you to remember. Silence like that is not communication. It's control, whether you like it or not. Whether you're justified or you're not, that's what it is. It's control. And it's a way of saying, I'll withhold my attention until you do what I want. And you deserve more than that. That's the thing. That kind of silence creates confusion. You start overthinking, apologizing just to get things back to normal. But here's what I need you to remember. Silence like that is not communication. It's control. It's a way of saying, I'll withhold my attention until you do what I want. And let's be honest, I've done it too before. I've withheld my attention or my communication until the person, resorted into what I want. And that's another thing I want you to be reminded of. You deserve more than that. Into why people even do it in the first place. People would use silent treatment to control a certain situation at that point in time. But sometimes it's because they don't know how to even handle conflict. They've never probably learned how to express hurt without running away from it. I have certain people in my life that they don't want to talk about it when there's like a heated argument. They want to, live it for the moment. And maybe they grew up in a home where every argument turned into yelling or rejection. So silence becomes their way to cope. Other times it's intentional. Silence becomes a weapon, and it's a way of punishing you, controlling the narrative, or making you feel guilty enough to chase them. You see that chasing part? Some people, they love to be chased. No matter what the situation is, they will keep quiet there. Your brain will nearly burst. Either way, it's emotional immaturity. And while you can empathize where it's coming from, you don't even have to tolerate it. And that's where I'm currently at, and I'm wanting you to also get to. Now let's get into 5 practical things that you could do if you're the one on the receiving end of silent treatment. Number 1, don't chase them. Regulate yourself first. When someone gives you the silent treatment, your nervous system goes into panic mode and you want to fix it fast. You're texting them, you're calling them, you want to explain yourself just to end the tension. Let me give you one quick example. One other example is you've done something wrong, or rather they were the one who wronged you. It could be any situation, and they decided that, okay, you know what, I'm gonna be silent on this person. I'm not talking, especially in romantic relationships. The person will not want to give you any attention, they're not returning your calls, and you, who's in panic mode, you go into, I'm sorry, what did I do? What did I say? Okay, I'm sorry. You start saying sorry for something you don't even do wrong. And to be honest, yes, sometimes that actually promotes peace and, trying to get the person into that situation of, okay, I can talk about it now, let's talk about it. But at the end of the day, you've put yourself in such a situation whereby they can keep doing that kind of a thing when there's a problem. When something happens, they go silent, you chase them. It's addictive. The truth is, chasing communication from someone who's withholding it gives them power, like I said. So before you react, pause, breathe. Remind yourself, I don't have to beg to be acknowledged. Write your thoughts. If that's what could work for you, talk to a trusted friend. A trusted friend. Hold your ears. A trusted friend. Pray or do anything that keeps you centered. Don't turn into NTA or CBN that will be everywhere that, okay, this is what happened to me. Now, you don't have to trust, or rather, you don't have to force somebody into talking about it. Ground yourself when that is happening. Choose silence so that you can remain sane. Number 2, name what is happening. Don't internalize it. When someone withdraws, it's easy to start thinking something's wrong with you. But that's the thing. I want you to know that silence is information, or rather, this silence is information. It's not confirmation of something wrong with you. It's showing you how they handle discomfort and not who you are. Say to yourself, this is a behavior that is not healthy. Yes, and it's something, or it's not even about my words, it's about their maturity. You will be amazed how much power comes from you calling things exactly what they are. The third thing I want you to do is to communicate your boundary calmly. This one worked for me. If the person is someone you love and you want to maintain that relationship, speak your truths, but calmly. You might say something like this. I understand you need space, but silence as punishment is not okay for me. When you're ready to talk, I'll be here. The person's brain will shift that, okay. I thought I probably need to talk about this. Now, that kind of emotional honesty sets the tone for a mature communication or a conversation. And if you're dealing with a friend, it could sound like this also. I value your friendship, but I can't keep doing this disappearing act after every argument. See, they would choose one or two. They would whether to talk about it or they disappear totally. Boundaries teach people how to treat you. Plain and simple. Number 4, don't mirror their silence. Redirect your focus. You see that energy, aura for aura, is me. But that's the thing. It's tempting you to fight fire with fire. And to think that is okay. If you want to ignore me, I'll ignore you too. But that's the thing. It keeps that cycle going. Instead, I want you to redirect that energy. Go out, read, journal, spend time with people who feel you, like you feel something back in you that makes you feel worthwhile. That goal or this goal is not to prove that you don't care, it's to prove that you can stay peaceful without needing their validation. Because like I said earlier, chasing people when probably they're the one that is wrong is addictive. Number 5, I want you to do this as a pattern to protect your peace and detach. If that silent treatment becomes a way of resolving every conflict, that's not love or friendship, it's manipulation. You can forgive someone when they've done something wrong, but sometimes it's good to do it from a distance. See, at arm's length. Just give them space. Protect your peace. Choose relationships where communication is safe and not weaponized. Sometimes the most mature response is silence or quiet acceptance, followed by moving on. Now, let's go into healing through that silence, because sometimes, to be very honest with you, it even hits harder when there's silence in that healing process, especially when the other person is not wanting a communication or reciprocating. I want you to say this to anyone who's been on the receiving end of silent treatment. Tell them you're not crazy and you are not unworthy. You just need clarity, and they chose control. Don't let their silence make you bitter. Let it make you wiser. You start to realize that the right people, underline that, the right people won't go silent to prove a point. They will talk, they will listen, and they will stay. That's what safety feels like. If this conversation hit home for you, let's take it as a sign, or rather, I want you to take it as a sign to start choosing peace over panic when you're faced with a situation like this. Share this video with someone who needs it, and if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe, because here we talk about the real things that help us grow and heal as humans, because we need it every day. I am Boluwatife, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.